I suggest.
Does it warm the water before it tickles your bum?
Yeah, it's through a whole thing. You hook it up and it goes through a thing, and it's a nice, comfortable feeling.
Huh?
Have your asshole washed. Hey, you ever have your asshole washed? I'm telling you, once you do, it feels good.
I bet you it does.
It does.
I'm not against it. I'm if I could find one and install one, I'd probably get it.
If you come across one, at the flea market, pick it up.
I don't want to use bidet.
No, it still works though. I don't want to. I paid $100. I'll give it to you for what? 15?
No use bidet. No use bidet.
I soaked it in bleach for 4 days. It's clean. You could eat a piece of pie off that bidet. That's how clean it is.
Has it got the coronas? If you're going to use one off the Facebook Marketplace, how do you?
I would never use one.
How do you?
I would never buy a used bidet. That's what I meant to say.
Never buy a used bidet. That sounds.
I agree with that.
That's a motto. That's a good motto. I'll tell you what, son.
I'm going to put that in the things I know for next week.
Never buy a used bidet
ever.
And words to live by, son. Bumper stickers.
You're listening to the Big Tom West Show. Sit on your fingers and stay a while.
You see the story about Jim Baker?
I did not.
You know who Jim Baker is?
Yeah. Jim and Tammy Faye.
Yeah, that Jim Baker is residing in Branson, Missouri with his new dolly. And he was selling on his network, however he gets his word out, he was saying that he has the cure for corona. He's got it. Send him money and he'll make you corona free.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Is this just makeup remover left over in Tammy's old nightstand? Does he? What is it? Is it holy water? What if? Is it a bidet with holy water in it?
That's exactly what it is. How did you know?
Yeah. Douche away the corona and sin at the same time.
Jim Baker tries to profit amid coronavirus pandemic. He won't be alone. Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt filed a civil lawsuit against Baker and his church, Morningside Church Productions, for engaging in, quote, unfair business practices by the sale and promotion of fraudulent COVID-19 products. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he was selling.
The cure.
Yeah, but in what form?
Prayer.
Like, were they anti-COVID-19 mints along with holy water and what?
I'm guessing some makeup sponges. Seriously. Dab this on your throat.
Fucking jag off.
Hey, that stuff is just like the gouging and people taking advantage of stuff like, because there's dumbass people who will believe that.
There's a guy who was selling the mask for $10 a piece.
At Costco, I saw about 4 masks, and they were.
Apparently, if they're not the right type of mask,
it doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't make a difference.
And there was one person that had their nose outside the mask. You're doing nothing. You're doing nothing but hiding that mustache. Nothing. It's doing zero good.
Good luck with that there, person.
Right. Yeah, and you just lick the handle of that freezer case. So, it's crazy.
Was that COVID safe or not? Did you get some of that? I sent it your way.
Thank you.
That's all sausage, beef. I drank the gravy.
I noticed.
You see that? I had the marinara.
Oh,
put it
yeah.
on a sandwich, and then I was just like taking nips of gravy like it was
once again
juice.
Your sodium level with your pancetta and your prosciutto.
Here comes my gout. No. Here comes my gout.
My little foot is so swollen, I can't bend my big toe.
Shanny, it feels like someone's hammering my big toe, Shanny. Ow. as I hobble down the street. I gots the gout. I gots the gout.
It feels like a stripper heel stepping on my pinky toe. And that hurts. Them spikers.
So apparently you're going to have some new fancy machine that will enable you to do this particular program remotely from wherever you are.
Yes.
If you have this machine, we can still spit out whatever this is, the Big Tom West Show.
We can keep doing the Big Tom West Show. We will do it remotely. You from your abode, me from my abode.
So you're saying this is our last thing here?
At least for a couple weeks, right. Probably.
Okay, then. I got to take this in.
Look around. Breathe deep.
I remember the time that me and my friend Shanny were in a real studio with real microphones.
You remember we used to sit in the same place?
And do it. No, I'm over here. I'm over here.
It's perfect. It'll be all right. It'll be great. It sounds wonderful. It's a neat piece of equipment. And for the many other projects that I do, it'll be very useful and helpful.
Right on.
So, but this will be the last face-to-face for a while.
And as of this morning, the Big Tom West Show can be found on iTunes, can be found on your Google Play Store, can be found on wherever you get your podcast from. It's there.
Podcast Addicts. It's Spreaker. Spotify.
It's on
YouTube. It's on
Spotify.
It's on the Spotify too. Yeah.
What would we have to jerk off for that?
My hands are soft these days with all the soap, and I use a moisturizing soap as not to get dry.
I have the hands of a 29-year-old housewife.
Look at that.
I could give worst comes to worst, I could give $20 hand jobs. I'll have gloves on though.
Right. $10 grilled cheese, $20 hand job.
Oh, you want the hand job and grilled cheese? That's going to be $30. But I'm telling you, it's a great grilled
25.
cheese.
You got to go 25. You get the twofer. At one point, I thought if I was ever out, I would always just trade hand jobs for ham sandwiches.
Sure.
What would that be? That would be what's the exchange rate of hand job per ham sandwich? I mean, if it's a good,
it can't be not for a Landshire.
If it's all right. Are we talking buttig? I want 4 buttigs. If you get that good Serrano ham Tom's talking about, I'll jerk you off twice. We can Dutch rudder.
A nice shaved West Virginia ham is good.
So the exchange rate of hand job to ham sandwich,
depending on what sandwich you got, depends on the hand job exchange.
And for you, selling the hand jobs with a grilled cheese, that's the 2 for special.
And I use Velveeta only. Okay.
Oh, that's melty.
Velveeta Wonder together, delicious. Plus, you get a hand job.
Do you use butter for the lube? And then that way you just...
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea until you start...
Wrap the bread with some butter and lube. You put that way you don't want to get contagious.
Sure.
So you wrap the bread, you take the Wonder Bread, you have a little drawn butter. You use that as the lube. Once you're done, throw it on the griddle.
It's drawn and clarified.
Yeah. You're done, you throw it on the griddle. Put a little of Velveeta, watch till that melts, crisps up, put the other top, boom, boom, boom.
And for special customers, they can watch me put my dick in the Velveeta.
All right, I'm out.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
That sounds like a fondue I don't even want to be part of.
So you want your...
I'm done.
You want your hand job and your grilled cheese separate. You don't want them. They're separate things you're doing.
No.
This is hand job. This is grilled cheese.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, hand job. Tuesday, Thursday, grilled cheese. Somewhere in that area. I'm okay with that ratio.
How about we do a chowder on Mondays where we just squat in it? How about you eat chowder from my balls?
Hey, try some of Tom's teabag chowder. Come and get it.
We'll give you a spoon, a straw.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's salty with all that ham you're eating. Like Russian potatoes.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's the first, it's good. The first bite is a bit shocking to the palate, but you'll get used to it.
It's an acquired taste.
Hey, I didn't like tomatoes the first time I tried them, you know? You get used to it.
Oh, goodness gracious.
You ever look bad, pussy? It's kind of like...
Richard Pryor said there's no such thing as bad. You know? And if you think it's bad, come on backstage and let's find out.
Always smell it before you taste it. Remember that. See, it all loops around back to that.
This has been the Big Tom West Show. Like, share, and subscribe, because that's what you're supposed to do. The Big Tom West Show, produced by thepodcastproshop.com and brought to you by Sneller Creative Promotions. Go to snellercreativepromotions.com.